Super Bug.
Welcome everyone to another NRG on the Amstrad CPC, and this is World Cup Italia 90. World Cup Soccer Italia 90, should I correct myself, on the Amstrad. Nice little loading screen there of some team in pink garb, orange garb. We're going to beat England, of course. Quite nice menu screens here, straight into the game. So we have a kind of a bird's eye view perspective here. It's kind of an off vertical centre, looking down at the pitch from behind the goal, as it were, if you were at pitch level. And it's an interesting way to do football games. This, I've always thought, if you're going to do like a top-down bird's eye view, you know, a la kick-off, a la sensible soccer, it's like a flat perspective. They've given this a kind of pseudo sort of 3D perspective where you're not actually looking completely down on the top of the pitch. It's the idea is you're supposed to be looking at it from an angle, so you can see the players in profile. And for some reason, England are wearing the purple shirts here. That's me. Nice ball physics in this, and that is an interesting thing, and we're going to come to that in a minute. So the game works kind of normally like most normal 8-bit football games of the time, but it has some redeeming qualities. In fact, quite a few redeeming qualities. It's actually very playable indeed. It's quite responsive indeed. Good. You can get some good tackles in there, some shots. Obviously, you only have one fire button to do the shots and the passes and stuff, but you can get some good sort of layoff passes here and there. Scrolling is surprisingly smooth, and this, oh, they've just scored against me. Damn you, USA, you damn Yanks. You've just scored against me. You see, I keep forgetting I'm not actually wearing the white shirts, you know what England wear. I'm wearing purple, pink shirts for some reason. Aside from the colour schematics, which are a little bit off, the actual setup is really nice. I like the fact that HUD is like offset to the side. It's quite nice, very clear, very bold, nice colours used. Modo, of course. Pitch very green, but lots of clear markings. And I tell you what, there's no attribute clash or colour clash or anything like that. It's very nice and smooth. Animation's pretty nice for the players too. Obviously there's a limit. Oh yes, what a goal. Beauty in the corner. And there you go. When you score goals in this, is an interesting little aspect of the way it sort of zooms in. It changes the aspect of the player from the player's perspective in a third person, like that. Oh, nice save by Keeps there. Schiltz, well done. Was it Schiltz then? Or was it Seaman? It was probably Seaman, wasn't it? Oh, hello. No one's running for the ball. Let's get them getting the ball because all the other players have stopped. I'll get the ball then, sod it. And it's very easy to mark yourself out as well. We've got a big white arrow above you. It could be a white crucifix in the terms of my players for some reason. It looks a bit like that. But yeah, very playable. Visually, it's very attractive. Very attractive. It's a little bit jerky here and there. It's a little bit slapdash. And I tell you what, you got to get used to. You can't like put any like specialist moves together. They've missed their goal kick. But I tell you what, when you get into the area, and it switches to that sort of like third-person perspective, it's an interesting little mechanic there, and it's kind of nice. It doesn't fully work though, unfortunately, because you can't really. It's very difficult to sort of direct your shot when you're in that position, when you get switched to that mode. And I don't believe I've ever managed to score when you're not in outside the area. So it has to switch into that sort of third-person mode before you can even score. It seems that way anyway. If anyone has done that on this game, like scored from outside the area without it turning into that perspective, then let me know, because I've never seen it. Here we go again. Go straight into the keeper's arms. A little bit flat on the goal. Oh, apparently no half-time either, of course. No half-time in this, so we go straight to sudden death, which is an interesting way the World Cup's going to be played. 1-1, England-USA. And of course, once you beat the team in front of you, you get a next team to beat in front of you, and you keep going, and basically until you win the cup. So you don't see any brackets, unfortunately, anything like that. You don't see any sort of like match plan, fixture list, or anything like that. You just get drawn random teams, depending on who you play as. But yeah, it scrolls nice. It could do with a little bit more audio. We were lacking on the audio here. We've got the odd whistle here and there from the referee, and that's about it. There's no sort of little bips to indicate that the ball's being kicked or anything like that. I actually like the physics of the ball. I mentioned that earlier. The physics of the ball is actually quite good. There is quite a bit of a bounce to it. It's very clear as well. You can never lose the ball. Nice little spotty ball they've given it there. Very nice. It's not a bad effort. It's not a bad effort indeed. I think it's got quite high ratings back in the day when it first came out. For an official World Cup tie-in, it's pretty good, and it fared well, I think, on a few other systems as well. It's not a bad. It's an enjoyable football game. You can certainly play it. Certainly get into it. It's definitely good. It's going to have another shot. Oh, gee, I tried to shoot it out of the box there. Didn't work, did it? No. Goal kick to the USA. I don't know what the colour scheme's all about, and that's one thing that's really bloody confused me completely. I have no idea what the colour scheme's all about. I mean, we should be wearing the white shirts, or red shirts even. They seem to use a lot of purple on this. There's a lot of purple on the HUD at the side there. It could have done with a little bit more finesse, a little bit more detail. Certainly a little bit more interactivity, but as a standalone football game, it's not at all terribly shocking at all. You can certainly play it. You've got some good tackles in there, like that. Oh, beautiful tackle there. It's getting shot. Goal kick. There was a bit of dodgy collision detection going on here and there. Sometimes when you shoot, the ball seems to go outside of the goal or hit the post, and it will register as a goal. That's a bit weird. That does happen sometimes, and like as you saw earlier, sometimes the players just run around and for some reason won't attack the ball at all, and you'll have to go and find the ball because the computer player just loses his mind. It doesn't happen often, but the computer player is rather tough. You do got to put in a lot of tackles. They do a lot of this weaving stuff. You can do that yourself actually to get close to the goal. Oh bloody hell's weaving around all of us. All got the ball. A little bit of a confusion there, but he's off. Italia 90, eh? This was, as an interesting aside, this was also remade for the Plus systems in 2006 as World Cup 2006. Using the same sort of idea, same game engine, just to improve the graphics a little bit with a little extended colour palette and a few nice little title screens here and there. So that was a nice little offshoot in the homebrew market from this game. Just to change a few things to sort of bring it up to date for 2006, theme-wise, not obviously graphics-wise or anything like that. But I say visually, it's not that bad. I mean, I've seen worse. There's lots of colour in this, which is really nice. Lots of colour indeed. The players look really good, and the animation is not bad at all. I like the shadow stuff going on there as well. Another shot. Oh no, that was a terrible shot. I didn't even get into the scoring zone there. But yeah, there's not many. I mean, it pisses spots on the previous World Cup efforts on the Amstrad, like World Cup Carnival and World Cup Soccer and all them absolutely terrible games. This is actually a very decent effort, and like I said, it did come out on a few other systems as well. Not to be confused with Italy 1990, which is another football game, World Cup themed football game on the Amstrad, which I've played in one of my green screen videos just to demonstrate that. That's a completely different game, and it plays very differently too. A lot faster as well than this. This has got a decent speed to it, but it's not massively hyper fast. I do like the scrolling though, considering that the Amstrad obviously often does struggle on scrolling. We've got a lot of sprites on screen. It does scroll rather well. Apparently there's only 7 aside though on these World Cup games. Oh, we're going for goal now. Off we go. Can we go? Let's get this. Let's get this. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm going to shoot. And no, it didn't switch. I didn't get close enough and it didn't switch into shooting mode. I'm going to call it shooting mode. You know, shot mode. Something like that. You can put together some decent passes as well. You could have done with a radar. I think a radar would have been quite handy. Especially if they're not going to... Oh, damn, you saved it, you sod. Oh, and they're off. Oh, dear, they're off. Come on, let's go and get this guy. No, missed the tackle there. Oh, yes, stolen. Stolen, interception. Pass up. Oh, that geezer just ran away. Don't know where he was going, but he just ran somewhere else. Run with that. Oh, I thought I'd just take him there. Take him out. Didn't work. Come on, come on. It's like, I'm just going to pretend I'm playing Germany. And see if he... Oh, through! Through! Are we going to go for goal? Yeah! Oh, well, okay. That by appearances went straight into the keeper's arms, but apparently it was a goal. So there you go. That is a World Cup Soccer Italia 90 on the Amstrad CPC. Thanks for watching. Novabug out. So there you go. I'll type 2 on the Atari ST. Cheers. See you next time. Novabug out.